All right, guys. This one we're talking Kittos Brewing.
Kittos.
Looks like Kittos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kittos Brewing. We picked up some beers that I've wanted to try for a while. I love Kiitos. Have you had Kiitos before? Why?
I have, yeah. Not to be confused with the keto diet. That's a different.
Yeah, it's way
This
different.
you can't drink
No.
Kitos if you're doing keto.
No. This one is no go on
Yeah,
keto
but
diet.
you can't drink Corona if you have Corona. So
Too soon. But so this one, obviously excited. I think it's the best kind of Easter looking beers. The cans are super pretty.
they do look pretty.
They have that blue label on it. Kittos Brewing in Salt Lake City. They are an awesome brewing. They just won an award for their coffee cream ale, which I grabbed for you, Wyatt, because coffee cream ale.
I love coffee.
And cream.
And ale.
So coffee cream ale. Boom.
Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm. Super excited about this one. I'm not sure what we're going to try first. Wyatt has decided we have 3 different beers. Wyatt, tell us what beers we have available.
We played a little game before we started recording and decided the order we're going to drink them in, which is pretty cool. We're starting with coffee cream ale.
No way. Hell yeah.
Bro,
So the coffee cream ale, this one's an award winning. This one just won it.
What a cool
award,
can.
2019. Mm-hmm.
Is that a Wolverine on it, or is that like a
Looks
bear?
like a badger.
I was going to say, maybe a badger, too. Fuck.
Yeah, don't quote me on that one.
Some sort of large.
Kiitos coffee cream ale. This one looks super good. This one has a coffee aroma, and I'm just pumped for this one. 4% by ABV. IBU's 10, SRM 3. Beautiful head. Look at look at that.
Right.
That's an L. You can smell the coffee. You open the can, and I can smell the coffee from here.
Yeah. Are badgers considered rodents?
I don't think so. I don't know, dude.
No. Like you ever watch Princess Bride? Like rodents of unnatural size or whatever?
Unusual sizes?
Rodents of unusual size.
ROUSs?
ROUSs. God, I was trying to remember that. Rodents of unusual size.
Mm-hmm.
You think a badger is a ROUS?
Yes.
I know. Raccoons are considered rodents, right?
I don't know, dude. I drink beer. I don't fucking know.
And pandas are more like raccoons
Sure,
than they
dude.
are like bears.
I don't know.
It's like pandas are.
I'm not in zoology. I don't know.
Pandas are a type of raccoon, I'm pretty sure. And if fucking raccoons are a type of rodent, does that mean pandas are like the biggest mouse? I don't know, dude. We're gonna might as well let you maybe off. Okay, I'm pretty sure that raccoons are considered a rodent, and I'm pretty sure pandas are considered a raccoon. That's all I'm saying. So pandas are the ultimate rodents. Are ROUSs rodents of unnatural size.
I can't do this.
You know what my favorite term for raccoon is?
I don't know, dude. A
Trash panda.
trash panda. Oh my god. That's how we set this episode off. Talking about fucking animals.
Well, dude, it's because it sounds like a badger or something on it.
I don't know. But
Maybe it's
I'm
a honey
excited for
badger.
it. The Wolverine. It says it on the
Fucking Wolverine! I said Wolverine first!
Oh
God damn
my
it, I
God.
second guessed myself.
Says the Wolverine, a solidarity animal found throughout Finland, has a reputation for power and strength, much larger than its size. There you go.
Wolverines are fucking mean, dude.
Yeah, I
They
saw the
like-
movie. He's great. Hugh Jackman did an awesome fucking
Okay,
job.
well, yeah, Hugh Jackman's a badass. But Wolverine the
Fuck
animals...
you, I'm drinking this beer.
Wolverines the animals, you drink, and I'll talk about Wolverines, are fucking insane. Like, in a 9,000 square mile radius, you might find one Wolverine. They're super fucking
Welcome
territorial.
to the Wolverine Masters. We're talking about rodents of unusual
Wolverines
sizes.
are fucking cool, man. Like,
I know,
they're
Hugh Jackman.
mean, dude.
He's got those cool
They're mean.
claws, and you just slice down everything.
Dude, he was too tall to play Wolverine. I loved Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, but Wolverine's like 5 feet. Because Wolverines are small with power more than their size. That's part of the Wolverine thing, is he's small with power more than his size.
This shit's good.
Yeah, I've tried it yet.
Oh, I guess you're talking about Wolverines.
Yeah, well, I don't want to get interrupted. I don't want to talk about Wolverines for a minute.
But I want to talk about this coffee. It's early in the morning.
Yeah.
We're recording this. And
It's 1. It's 1:20.
I'm sorry,
in
my
the
morning is now,
afternoon.
bud.
Military time. We're looking at 1300, bro.
Sometimes people have to do temporary work because they're bartenders. Thank God.
Super coffee smell.
Thank you. But coffee aroma, it's got a nice, it's not
Yeah.
roasty coffee, but it's like coffee cream.
Yeah, crushable.
This is good, dude.
It's good. It was really good. Be great with some amaretto.
I think so.
Back to Wolverines. you can find one Wolverine usually in like a 9,000 square mile radius because they're super like territorial, and like no one fucks with Wolverines because they're just fucking mean. They're just fucking animals. Like animals are animals, but Wolverines, like other animals look at Wolverines like I'm not fucking with that. That's a fucking animal. Like they'll like shit and then they'll roll in their own shit so that they smell more like they have no fear of anything. They'll just like fucking walk around smelling like shit and beating the crap out of anything that comes nearby. They're fucking insane, dude. And that's like Wolverine the character. His whole thing is like he's like this small guy who's fucking powerful but kind of gross, you know? He's like kind of a gross dude. Like the Wolverine animal.
This has Guatemalan coffee beans from local Salt Lake roaster.
Nice.
The Wolverine and Coffee Cream Ale both prove that you shouldn't underestimate strength by looks alone.
Glad it doesn't smell like a Wolverine.
Got amazing coffee cream taste to it though.
Yeah, no, it's delicious.
I like this one. If you guys have a chance to pick up the Coffee Cream Ale from Kiitos, I put my stamp of approval on this one. I really enjoy this one.
Yeah,
I could have this one in the morning, at night, winter, spring. This one's like an all-around beer.
Dude, this would be a great like winter morning kind of beer. Not that I drink a lot of beers on winter mornings, but like if you're gonna drink a beer on a winter morning, and it's like crisp outside, this would be a great beer for that.
Yeah, I like this one.
Yeah,
I'm digging.
right. Kiitos means thanks in Finnish, and is the driving principle behind everything we do here. We're thankful to be able to brew our coffee cream ale using only the finest ingredients, thankful for a generous planet that provides them, and thankful for family and friends to enjoy it with. Our high-efficiency system allows us to brew with less water, producing less waste, and less impact to show that gratitude every day. We're proud to brew in Salt Lake City and proud to say Kiitos.
I like that.
That's a good attitude.
So have you been to Kiitos, the tap room?
I stumbled upon them one time, yeah.
So it's a nice tap room. You can go and play games, watch.
Dude, it's like
it's awesome.
like a rail yard though.
Yeah, it's like literally on the tracks.
Yeah.
Train tracks in Salt Lake. Love Kiitos. Love their beer. Been a fan. Great on tap, by the way. They had this one. I can't remember what it was, but it tastes like goddamn Lucky Charms, and it was amazing. Anyway,
I love their coconut stout.
I saw that one, but because we've had that one before, I thought we'd go with something else. Yeah. I'm really excited. I have for you the Kittos Blackberry Sour White, and I also have one that it caught my eye, and I had to try was their milkshake ale. Nice. So what's the next one we're drinking, brother?
I haven't had a Kiitos that I don't like. We're doing the milkshake next.
Milkshake? Milkshake it is. So this one, guys, Wyatt will read you the can, but this one will be
I think it has the same description on the
milkshake ale. Totally does.
I love the can though. The top of it.
Yeah, so the top's cool. That can where you just basically rip it open. It's not just it's a pull away.
Did you just lick that lid?
Yeah, totally lick the lid.
Nice.
You wouldn't?
I think it's a good move. I would too. Yeah.
I'm not gonna waste delicious beer. Well,
you kind of gotta worry about like cutting your tongue open on that thing, though, right?
I'm a Wolverine. I don't worry about shit. So this one, a beautiful can, fruit milkshake ale. This one's actually a newer beer of theirs, so I have not had this one. Very curious to try it.
Me neither.
It's got a nice, I want to call it
haze.
A jelly or jam color, like a raspberry jam color.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Delicious smell off the nose. Fruity, almost like a wine. I like it, dude.
Like a fruit wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got that wine taste.
And kind of like a little jam, like a fruit wine.
Like jammy jam.
Like a little jammy jams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tasty as fuck, dude.
Oh, dude, it's like a mouthful of jam.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. And it's rounded though.
Yeah.
I think my tongue lit up, kind of pillowy, but then just boom, done. It tastes like you had strawberry jam on your toast this morning.
Yep.
Yeah, strawberry jam flavor. Just
this would make a great like black and tan type beer with some like brown ale, I think.
Yeah. I would love this with a dark beer.
Like a stout?
I think so. Because you got that fruitiness with a stout, a cream stout or a nitro stout.
Yeah.
Be good. But I think brown ale would be cool.
I don't know, man. That's like coffee and
What's
like
that nutty
jam.
brown ale we had? That was actual nutty, the walnut one.
Yeah, the English one. Fuck, that one was.
Did you pair that with this one? Black and tan with
This
that
would be
one?
great. This would be
Really
great with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking the moose drool.
Yeah, moose drool would be good.
Might have. I don't know, dude. That was good beer.
I would like. And this is gonna sound ironic, but because there's a shot you can make a PB&J shot, or fruits and nuts shot.
Yeah.
And little Frangelico. You know what I'm saying? Like you can do some type of one that's got kind of nut flavor to it.
Uh-huh.
I think this will pair really well with it.
Like with a nut flavored like liqueur
and or beer.
Yeah. This would I bet this would make it pretty interesting if you did like an Irish car bomb kind of thing with this. That'd be fucking interesting, right?
Yeah.
Like the Baileys with
Kind of the creaminess to it.
creaminess
Yeah,
would be I think it would be even more milkshakey.
Correct me if I'm wrong. What about because we do a stout float. What about a fruit milkshake ale float? It's like a scoop of vanilla bean ice cream. Am I too wrong to say?
Oh, that'd be interesting.
Or like a coffee ice cream in this? Can you see that?
I don't want to do coffee with the fruit. I don't like coffee and fruit. That's weird.
I'm thinking like creaminess though.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I think like vanilla is definitely the way to go. That's fucking tasty. What does it say? What kind of fruit is in it?
It doesn't have a description on this one. It's that new.
Yeah.
There's no description on this one.
Yeah. Pretty tasty. Simple, like fruit jam, like a fruit wine. Almost similar to like. I don't want to say like a cider. I feel like cider is more like.
This is not tart.
Yeah.
At all. Not. If there is tartness, it's barely because of the fruit, but it's not.
No, tasty though.
Super tasty.
Yeah, I can't tell you when I would drink this though. Like, what scenario would you pair this with?
You know what? I would do it early morning, going to the pool at like 10 a.m.
Yeah.
Day drinking. This is a day drinking beer.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's like not too hot because I think once 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock hits and it's like the peak of heat, it's too hot.
Yeah.
But I think it's like if you're going to start some day drinking, you grab the fruit milkshake ale. I'm very impressed with this one.
Yeah.
I love this one.
This kind of reminds me of there's like this British.
Berry pomegranate is the fruit they put in it.
Ooh, yummy.
Yeah.
Pomegranate.
Which I thought it'd be more tart than that, but.
Yeah. This reminds me of this British beer. I forget what the brand is. But this British beer I had when my friends and I used to play D&D. And they brought that beer. This is kind of what it reminds me of. It kind of tastes like jam as well. But it had more malt character to it, so it tastes like toast and jam.
Yeah.
And I think that would be like something malty with this would be nice in like a black and tan. I'm going back to, I would pair this probably in the evening with a little bit of brown ale as well, or even, maybe like a malt whiskey. Like a Speyside Scotch, I think. And I'm not much of a Speyside Scotch drinker. Like I'm more of a, Isla or Highland Park has. I think that's technically considered Highland Scotch, but I'm not usually like Highland Scotch. Usually it's like too sweet for me. But like Highland and Speyside Scotches, especially Speyside, which is like an area in Highland, but they have like kind of like a nutty like berry flavor, like all of the Scotches that you know off the top of your head. Glenfiddich, Glenlivet, Macallan, Johnny Walker is a blend, but I think that they have their single malt comes from Speyside as well. Don't quote me, but this would pair really well, I think, with like a malty Speyside Scotch. Like I'm specifically thinking of like a younger Macallan.
Yeah.
Like they're 11 or 12 or whatever it is now.
What this
10.
brings up for me was
even sherry cask
is sherry cask or port cask. I would think would be you can go port.
Yeah.
But going back to how beers bring out memories.
Yeah.
For me, and you know this, my favorite if I could have a breakfast that I could have all the time every single morning.
Right. You were talking about this today.
Yeah, I would have a piece of toast, 1 or 2, a little bit of butter, and it's gotta be like good butter.
Mm-hmm.
I would have my choice of strawberry jam, apple butter, orange marmalade.
I love apple butter.
I would have eggs scrambled, and if I feel, fresh that day, it'd be sunny side up, or over easy. So eggs,
Yeah.
A little bit of hot sauce. I like Valentina. Salt and pepper, and that is it.
That's it.
And a cup of coffee.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
So, but I could substitute the cup of coffee for this fruit milkshake L because it would bring out that jam note in toast, and I love that breakfast because it's one of my favorite breakfasts I had with my sisters and my grandparents growing up.
Yeah.
And that we had that almost every, we call it Saturday brunch. So every Saturday morning. And I found that the older I got, I found out it was my mom's way of dumping the kids off at grandparents' house so she could have 3 hours to be like, fuck off. Like, I just need me time.
Yeah.
And so mom would go she'd get her hair done, or she would sometimes take a nap.
Yeah.
Or she would lose herself in a movie, or go,
read a book.
Whatever she wanted to do, she did it. She went shopping. She went and bought herself, like, my mom loved Dr. Pepper. She would go buy a Dr. Pepper, and she'd just, like, drink it and read a book outside.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Like, So Sunday brunch, this beer reminds me of Sunday brunch, which is very near and dear to me.
Right.
And that jam toast flavor is something that's very important to me. And Holly knows how much I love toast and butter. Because I don't do margarine. I don't do shitty butter.
Oh, no.
Because you can get butter for like...
Yeah, you get good butter.
She'll get shitty butter. I'm like, babe, I will spend the $3 to get Land O'Lakes butter. And, what was Sacagawea on or whatever?
Yeah.
And
we always get the big, like, Amish butter. You know
Oh,
what I'm saying? Like
so
the big
good.
roll butter.
100%.
Oh, fuck, dude.
But butter, I think butter's key.
Yeah.
Eggs,
You gotta cook the eggs in the butter, too.
You gotta... Oh, I don't. I should. I don't. But I'll sometimes throw a little cheese on it just if I feel a little like I want extra fats or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
But... And Holly likes putting avocado on the eggs.
Ariana does.
And so it's like, you know what, you're getting somewhere there. But if I had it my way, it would be that all the time. So the reason why this beer is, I guess I'm loving this beer is because that is such a memory that it's weird that beers can do that to you. Where you taste it and you're like, holy shit, I love that.
Yeah.
And like, you can give us, and Michael's a great example, and Cody, who we've had on the show before. And we'll drink beers, you and I. And then I'm like, I have to show people this beer. Like, I have to. Because half of them are like, we're not caught up on our episodes or whatever. Which is fine. If you guys don't listen to every single one of our episodes, that is totally fine. If there's an episode you want to listen to it. You know what I'm saying? We got good content on each and every one of them. I go give them hey, you gotta try this beer, you gotta try this beer, you gotta try this beer. I'm like, do you taste this? Like, and majority of the time, I'm like, this shit's good. Like, yeah, it is good. Like, I'm not gonna drink shitty beer on my podcast. Like, we're not gonna do that. Like, why and I know what we're doing. We think we know what we're doing.
We like to pretend that we know what
Yeah.
we're doing.
And so, but at the same time, I can give you this beer, and you're not gonna get that same like love and appreciation for it like I would. So, what's been humbling me through this whole month 4 now of this podcast, and it's humbling me to know that just because I like a beer. I love a beer doesn't mean you have to love the beer.
Yeah.
You love a beer doesn't mean I have to love a beer. But if you do love a beer or enjoy the beer, then fucking get it.
Yeah. Drink what you like to drink.
Enjoy it. If you want to put an orange slice, a lime slice, a lemon, I don't give a shit. If you enjoy that beer, fucking drink it.
Yeah.
I have friends who are like, I love a craft beer, but I am too lazy to go grab craft beer, and I'm going to stick to my Michelob's, or I'm going to stick to my Miller High Life, whatever. And again, not to diss on them, but it's like, that's what they like to do.
I feel like anywhere you can go to buy Michelob Ultra, you can probably find some craft beer there as well.
Guaranteed.
But it takes like an adventurous spirit to go out and try something that you haven't tried before. Like, I know every time I go to Beto's, like, I fucking know what I'm going to get before I go there. And, like, the last couple times I've been there, I'm like, God, I need to try something else. Because, like I'm always trying the same stuff. And, like, there could be something I like even more that I haven't.
I have a friend that same kind of thing. He's like, I'm only going to go to the restaurant and try the same thing all the time because I know I'm not going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Because that one or second time he goes and tries something else, it's not as good.
Right.
And I go, I get that, but there's difference between trying multiple things and like an assortment of things and figuring out if you like it or not. But you can't have one thing.
Yeah.
Like, I can go to Kiitos and have one quote unquote bad beer and be like, fuck Kiitos, I hate Kiitos. I was talking to a guy the other day, this week. He's like, do you drink Uinta beer? You have your podcast. Do you have Uinta beer in your podcast? I go, yeah, it's probably I have a lot of Uinta beer.
We drink more Uinta beer than
and
any other brewer.
He goes, I fucking hate Uinta beer. And I go, you hate Uinta beer? He's like, yeah, I've had like 3, and I hate them all. And I go, you've had 3, you know how many beers they come out with? Hey, you know, you can't have a beer. That's what pisses me off. People come to our brewery and they're like, I hate your beer. It sucks. It's watered down or whatever. It's like, bro.
Like, whatever beer you tried.
Yeah, I mean, there's more beers.
Try
Like
more.
every single brewery has at least, it feels like at least 8.
Yeah.
They can have a 12, 20, like Salt Flats, they have 20 taps. You're going to tell me that out of 20, if you're a beer drinker, out of 20 taps, you're not going to find at least one you at least enjoy.
Dude, if you do,
one.
You got to figure your shit out. Like either they are super fucked up and if they're still open and they have 20 taps and all the taps are with their beer, like and you don't like a single one, I don't know, man. Like, sounds like you got a bad tongue.
Maybe bad palate. And we're trying to open those palates because I didn't like IPAs before this. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
And I feel like you and I are starting to appreciate hops. I still think some hops are like too much, and you and I are pretty honest.
They're pretty hard to. I feel like they're hard to get
But
right.
even if we don't quote unquote like a beer, we can still be like, that was a good beer. You know, and I know I say that a lot, but it's like we can understand. Yeah. I can see why people like this one.
Well, I think like.
I don't think all beer's good.
There are some beers that were like, oh, well, there have been several beers that we've tried and been like, I don't think this is a very good beer, but they're very popular and a lot of people like them. Like, you can like whatever the fuck you want. That's fine.
Yeah.
Really, when it comes down to it, we're just giving like our opinions, the things that we taste. It doesn't mean that that's what you're gonna taste. Like,
because look at Chandler. We brought Chandler to the Brown Ale episode, and he loves IPA. He loves the hops, and you and I are like, we don't love them, but we like them.
Yeah, we can.
Right.
We can try them.
But he's also like, he likes the malt.
Yeah.
He texted me the other day. He's like, I'm in Logan. What brewery should I go to? I'm like, go to Talisman. Like, Talisman's up there in Ogden.
Breweries in Logan?
There's Beehive Pub Grill, which they have beers on tap. And then
I lived in Logan for a while.
This is fresh, dude. I don't know if it's brewery where they have the pub bar, excuse me.
Yeah.
And then Talisman's in Ogden.
They had the Beehive Grill when I was there, but they didn't serve beer at the time.
They do now. The pub grill now. Mm-hmm. But he can't go in. He went to the liquor store. Yeah. And then I told him to go to Talisman because Talisman and Marshall said this, Talisman just won an award for their beers. Nice. So, like,
I don't think I've tried any Talisman beer.
But we'll have to bring a Talisman beer on. I know there's one at Winco you can get called the Udder Milk Stout. It's got like a picture of cow's udder.
I've seen that.
But we'll have to bring them on.
You know, I have tried Talisman beer because they make make like a Scotch ale.
I think so, yeah, and they have this cool Celtic logo.
Yeah, and all of their bottles are like those bigger bottles, like a lot of what Epic does.
Kind of like Epic, yeah.
I have tried some Talisman beer, man. I've tried a few of them. Yeah.
Well, I'll have to talk about it on the podcast. If you guys have any good recommendations from Talisman or anything north of Salt Lake,
anything,
bring us
like any beer, please.
Well, like Michael was saying this a couple episodes ago. He's like, you guys, if you guys want to come on, just like send us your resume or whatever. Like, if you guys want to come on this podcast and you have a beer you want to talk about, bring the goddamn beer. Let's drink it. Let's talk about it.
I think all of the favorite podcasts we've done have been ones where like we have people who bring beers that they like.
Yeah, and they're passionate too.
Bristol was super fucking awesome. That was cool, helping someone who didn't like beer try to find beer that they liked. Like, that was cool. But like, I also love when people just bring on whatever beers they think is good, and like that's fun. Like, it's a good time. Whenever we have people on, we have a good time.
But even if you don't like beer, and if you're like, hey, I want to try to like beer, hey, let us know. We'll try to help you like the beer.
That would be cool. I want to do another one of those. Another
Bristol episode? So if someone else wants to listen to the Bristol episode, if you guys like what we did at Bristol.
Or if you think like there's someone that doesn't like beer.
I want this one person to start appreciating beer, because I've heard so many times, I don't like beer. Beer's not for me. And I'm not going to say I can prove you wrong, but if you have an open mind, I can help open your palate. Wyatt and I can sit there and open your palates. Open it. I'm not going to change your opinion or sway you. We're going to open it.
Like, and when we say open your palate, like, we're just going to provide some opportunity that maybe you wouldn't have had otherwise.
I mean, Bristol could have been a whole failure. She could have been like, I don't like any of this. I'm like, okay, cool. We know what you don't like, but we can try again.
Yeah.
And thank God, it was like the last 2 or 3 beers. She's like, I can like this. But she also had an appreciation, understanding.
With those maltier beers too.
But she had to understand, like, I don't like this beer. We know what we don't like, so let's just try to. And I love how we kind of moved around her palate, and we'll do that with you. So if you have someone or you yourself want to open your palate, all you gotta do is reach out.
Yeah.
I told Hall that the other day. If you want something done but you don't know if you can do it, just ask.
Or if you think we need to open our palates on it, like fuck.
Yeah.
If you think you're like, oh,
Exactly.
these guys, they don't understand the good qualities of.
Please,
Oh,
I mean,
fucking
brewers or brewmasters.
wines
I
or
know I
whatever.
had a couple brewmasters reach out to me and say, "Hey, I think I can get you to appreciate, like Galaxy hops. We talked about Galaxy hops. I'm like, hey, I think I can get you to appreciate Galaxy hops. Please, I want to
Please
know,
fucking do.
like, because we think Galaxy hops may have a kind of an odorous. We haven't been impressed with
Like
it.
sulfur. It's almost like sulfury, right?
Kind of. Yeah, but we don't know if it's the Galaxy hops themselves or it's butyric acid. Like, we don't know exactly what it is, but if we have someone that can help educate us, because like Wyatt and I always say, when knowledge increases, behavior changes. So Wyatt and I have kind of a negative connotation on Galaxy hops, we think,
I think it's like a subconscious thing. Like we both want to like Galaxy hops.
but we don't
like,
know how to appreciate them.
We haven't found a beer that
Maybe
shows
if
them
you
off.
pair them
or
with the stinky cheese, that Galaxy hop,
maybe.
and maybe you know what I'm saying? Like, we are novices. We're not experts by any means.
No.
But we have a cool banner. We drink cool
Do
beers.
now, yeah.
You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm on a tangent. What Holly calls I ramble. So I'm done talking for a second. Wyatt, you opened a beer. Tell me what you just opened.
I did. I just opened the. Let me double check what it was. Kittos Brewing Blackberry Sour. I just noticed this has a lobster on the can.
Oh my god, we're gonna go on lobsters. Or lobsters
I
like
don't know
dolphins.
anything
They're
about
the same
lobsters.
family, dolphins and lobsters.
Well, they're not.
And lobsters and crabs. You know what the crab? The Dungeness crab is the biggest crab.
I don't fucking know shit about crabs or lobsters. I know their legs taste great. Well, I don't think lobsters taste that great. Like, it's cool to eat, I guess, but like,
I love lobster.
there's like a fucking big spider, though. They're like,
Are they the same family? Are spiders and lobsters related?
they are, actually, yeah. Lobsters and crabs and spiders are all like,
Fun fact, did you know
very
the honeybee creates honey?
fuck you. I think, you know what lobsters look like to me? They look very similar to scorpions. Like, I wonder if scorpions taste similar to lobsters.
Well, they're both exoskeletons, right?
Well, yeah. And,
Wouldn't be surprised.
like, scorpions are very closely related to spiders and...
Anyone out there who's a scientist who know about insects and
God, fuck,
bugs
we
like
could get
that,
a zoologist on here.
please. Wyatt would be in absolute heaven. He'd have
Oh
a beer in one hand and he'd have a picture of a Wolverine in the other to talk about.
They do... Have you heard of the, they used to before everything shut down. They used to do the, like, beers at the zoo or whatever. They did, like, a tap night at the zoo.
No, they did not.
Yeah. Like, it was
Hogle
only,
Zoo?
like, once or twice a year. Yeah, Hogle Zoo.
You have to go.
And they would bring, like, breweries could bring in beer carts so you could drink beer at the zoo.
Really?
Have you ever been to a zoo? Like,
Yes, I've been to a zoo.
have you
Wyatt.
ever been to a zoo? I feel like most zoos I've been to allow you to buy beer. I don't remember, though. Like, I never bought beer at a zoo, but...
Last time I went to a beer. Last time I went to a zoo was probably like 7 years ago.
Really?
It's been a minute, dude.
Dude, Ariana and I go to aquariums a lot. It's like one thing we do when we travel. We always find like art museums or museum of any kind, libraries and aquariums. Whenever we travel, that's kind of like our staple.
I like that.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Like we always try to go and learn something, which I think is fun.
Blackberry sour. Super sour on the nose. ABV 4%,
I get a lot of
IBUs
malt
12,
notes. I was expecting more blackberry notes, but I get a lot of
SRM 7, which SRM's color, we kind of mentioned that. IBUs bitterness. But
Woo!
created with crisp and refreshing afterthoughts in mind, we let the sour sit for 48 hours to build up maximum acidity.
Yeah,
Afterward,
maximum acidity for sure.
We dumped 700 pounds of blackberry puree in our batch. And no, we're not exaggerating. Some say these flavors will gently nip at your nose, but unlike this voracious crustine, how do you say it? Crustine? Wait, lobster.
Crustaceous?
Crustacean?
Crustacean?
Crustacean, excuse me. Voracious crustacean, big words. We can promise your taste buds won't hurt one bit.
Yeah, that's kettle
That's a sour, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a beautiful color.
Blackberry, super, super tart. Kind of reminds me of like a warhead.
Reminds me of Mr. Krabs. He's lobster. Or is he crab?
He's a crab.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Krabs. Shit.
Yeah, that's God, super tart. It's like warhead beer. That's good though.
I like it.
I like how I like when sour beers are like, yeah, we're gonna fucking be sour. We're gonna be sour. We're gonna be...
I mean, and this is we are sour.
The only difference I think between aside from being able to breathe underwater, scorpions and lobsters, they just have different tails. One stings, the other one swims.
Because the other one has like a fan at the end.
Don't lobsters swim like backwards too? Like when they use their tail to swim, like they crawl on the ocean floor, but then when they try to
You're
swim
the
away,
animal
I think they
expert,
go
don't tell
backwards.
me.
Dude, I don't know shit. I don't know anything
Excuse
about.
me, I just heard you talk about Wolverines. Okay.
Just kidding. Wolverines, I thought was. I just like went on a tangent one day, just Googling stuff and read a whole bunch of shit about Wolverines. I think I watched a documentary too. Have you seen I want to say like A Night on Earth? It's like a docuseries on Netflix about animals. They have an episode on Wolverines as well.
Do you know who loves that kind of stuff?
Who?
Cody.
Really?
Yeah, he loves that. His favorite animal or mammal or whatever, not mammal, but animal is a great white shark. Like the other day, he drew one free-handed and painted it freehand.
Yeah.
And I looked at him like, what the fuck? He's like, I did this all as a kid.
Dude, great white sharks are fucking insane.
I would get in a cage and go swim with great white sharks.
Nope.
But would you go bungee jumping and or skydiving and or roller coasters?
Oh yeah.
I would not.
Really?
Yeah, interesting, huh?
Dude, you know great white sharks fucking killing machines. They are like the ultimate.
What
predator.
don't you know about animals?
A lot of things, man.
Hmm.
Great white sharks are immune to all known diseases. There is no disease that affects great white sharks.
Because they social distance.
They have, I think they have like packs and stuff like that, don't they? Fuck, I don't know.
Is it a
But,
wolf
like-
now?
I mean, there's a lot of animals that move together in like herds or packs or flocks or gaggles. Geese, a group of geese called a gaggle. Yeah. But great white sharks are not affected by any fucking disease.
Hmm.
How fucking scary is that?
It's kind of creepy.
You know what? They're like, coronavirus? Ha! Fuck you. You know what else is a fucking scary predator? Polar bears. You ever
Who
seen a
could be
polar
related to the trash panda?
bear? No.
No.
Polar bears are fucking next level. Trash pandas are like impotent little, like fucking raccoons. Like they can't get it up without like watching porn and shit. For real. Like,
Fried chicken and porn.
yeah, they have.
Hmm.
Pandas actually have like a legitimate problem in captivity. They can't reproduce. Like they just can't get it up. That's their fucking problem.
I don't know if I've learned more about beers today or about animals today.
Yeah, no, pandas are pretty. But polar bears, dude, polar bears are fucking mean. Polar bears, like, oh my god. First of all, they're the largest type of bear. Technically, like, you've got like Kodiaks or some grizzlies that can weigh more than polar bears, but polar bears like are usually taller and have more reach and stuff. And polar bears are like the most aggressive type of bear. Like if you see a polar bear, first of all, they can run fucking 35 miles an hour, and they can swim and catch seals under fucking water.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
According to Dwight on The Office, he said that bears can climb faster than they can run. Is that true?
I think black bears, yeah. But like if you're in the woods and you run into a brown bear or a grizzly or whatever,
Bears
the
eat
safest thing you
beets?
can do, yeah, bears eat beets.
Bears
Battlestar Galactica.
Beats. Battlestar Galactica?
If you run into a black bear in the woods, just like jump up and down and try to scare it, because black bears are gonna be like, people, and they're gonna run away. Grizzly bears, if you run into a grizzly bear in the woods, like, first of all, you can't run because they can run fucking 35 miles an hour faster than any human. And you can't try to scare it away because bears don't have predators. Like in the wild, if you see a grizzly bear and you try to scare it away, it's gonna be like, the fuck is this ant trying to do, intimidate me? Like, they fear nothing. They're like fucking great whites in that way. Like, great whites fear nothing. Grizzly bears fear nothing. And then, like, you can't run because they'll chase you down. They'll be like, oh, it's running. This is fun. You can't try to intimidate it because it's like, oh, sweet. Now I'm going to kill you. Like, best thing you can do is either play dead or try to climb a tree. Because grizzly bears, they can't climb trees because they're too big. So, grizzlies can't really climb trees.
So in this episode of Man vs. Wild, we drank some Kiitos. We talked
Dude,
about
I
animals.
would love to make a show like that. It would be
And-
terrible.
But I learned a lot. I really did. Despite what we drank, I learned a lot. Wyatt's going to chug this blackberry sour. And on that note, we want to say thanks, guys, for tuning in today. I hope you learned a lot
God.
on Man vs. Wild with Wyatt and Kittos Brewing. But at the end of the day, Kittos Brewing, I love Kiitos. I have not heard one thing bad about Kiitos ever. If you guys get a chance to go to Kiitos, please support your local brewery. Wyatt and I are doing the best we can to keep that going this month. And on that note, if you have questions, reach out to us, hit us up. Until the next beverage, bros.
Yep.
And ladies.
Yes.
Till the next beverage, guys, people,
Folks.
folks.